From the masters of digital animation comes Wall-E, Pixar's latest addition to its $4.3 billion empire.
If you really go back to where the first spark of the idea was, it's 14 years ago. We're having a lunch trying to figure out what we're going to do next. It's the one where we come up with A Bug's Life, but a couple of ideas got thrown around before then. One of them was, what if everybody left the last robot on Earth, and this robot just kept doing its job, not knowing it could stop?
Pixar goes green in a tale about a future Earth laid to waste and abandoned by a society of overweight consumers who themselves become slaves to their bad habits. It'll take a stir-crazy robot in search of love to teach them how to be human again.
It was pretty obvious it was going to be the last robot on Earth, and I had to come up with a reason why. And so I thought, you know, a trash compactor robot, one would allow him to go through all the evidence of what happened. The biggest thing I wanted was that you saw it as an appliance first and a character second, but that you were almost compelled to put a character on it.
With more than 50 animators on staff, Pixar pushes the envelope to overcome the challenge of breathing life into lifeless objects and telling an epic story with very little dialogue.
You're just seeing animators like good actors. They're masters at their craft, and they're doing so much with a little by suddenly reducing their vocabulary and having them make to work with machines. So that was the requirement of all the robots. I wanted it to feel like all the movies that I'd watched in the 70s. All these great sci-fi movies that are just hallowed now. And I said, I want to know what kind of cameras and what kind of lens packages that they used for that, and I want to mimic that.
By adding tiny imperfections to the look of the film, the end result is a realistic blend of CG and deep space environments that stand up to sci-fi's greatest classics.
I think we know better now how to make movies, and I think the technology's better, and I think the audience trusts us enough that we could try something like this.
One of Pixar's greatest achievements to date, Wall-E takes computer animation to the final frontier and beyond.
Wall-E. Wall-E will probably have at least 3 scenes that will make you cry.
Yes, but I will cry man tears, you know, like when I weep during Rudy. And it won't be the lady tears like when I watch Still Magnolias.